Next speaker is Dr. P N Kadam. I would like to introduce Dr. P N Kadam. He is the practitioner of modern medicines. Since 1987, he has devoted his life to the study of psychosomatic and chronic non-communicable disorders under the name of Sankalpa Treatment Centre for Body and Mind. His expertise in finding the root cause of disease and eliminating it with the help of natural habitat has transformed and saved thousands of lives throughout India and abroad. In 2017, he formed the company Sankalpa Human Resource Development Corporation Limited in Pune, Maharashtra. He is carrying a vision of transformation with the help of Sankalpapathy, a new era of philosophy bridging the gap between different pathies as a new complementary system. Recently, in 2019, he has introduced the concept of health of new era in the form of medical nutrition therapy, which is going to be the future of medical fraternity. So without further ado, let's give a big round of applause and welcome Dr. P N Kadam on stage.
Good evening. Before I start, I would like to see or show you the documentary, which is just a 7 or 8 minutes documentary, which will explain a lot so that we can cut short the time, as today we have extended over the period. Please.
Are dealing with gamut of lifestyle disorders at an increasingly tender age. From fast-paced lifestyles to urbanization and pollution, the imbalance of body and mind is caused by several factors. Add to that a consumerist culture that encourages competition as well as dissatisfaction with self, and you have a recipe for illness. Sankalpa in Sanskrit means Samyak Kalpayate Nishchayate iti Sankalpam. It is our resolution to help you rejuvenate and reconnect body and mind based on the simple wisdom that if you want to heal your body, you must first heal your mind. This pioneering effort to combine allopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy, and naturopathy and human psychology to get to the root cause elimination. This holistic integrated medical system is the brainchild of Dr. P N Kadam. On analyzing the evolving requirements of both preventive and curative medicine, Dr. Kadam concluded that any so-called treatment which is unable to bring back the normal physiology of the organ is only temporary solution. Like every Indian, he had faith in the Ayurvedic science of life, our time-honored indigenous system of medicine that focuses on mind and body to achieve good health. Add to that the intrinsic wisdom of homeopathy and naturopathy, as well as modern-day psychological tools to achieve root cause elimination. Here, you have an integrated system where whole person healing is important instead of the present symptomatic and organ-based treatment for quick fix mending. He resolved to call his mission Sankalpa, an appointment with life. As per the Sankalpa approach, Sankalpa HRD Pune has come up with an unique, one-of-a-kind 15-hour workshop divided over 2 days called Mind Control and Self-Discovery. Using the play and learn method, this workshop aims to understand the science of the mind, promote the importance of meditation and mind control techniques, understanding and respecting the beauty of life, as well as look within and beyond.
The Sankalpa approach to health is both mature and holistic. It takes the best from different schools and thoughts and integrates the same to help the patient achieve a stress-free life as well as a mind control.
Sankalp has shown a new and better way ahead. Today, I am living my life and not merely existing. My mind is calmer and more focused, and I am enjoying better health in body and mind.
I really appreciate Dr. Kadam's approach to get to the root cause of the problem. Instead of only treating the symptoms, Sankalp is truly a long-term solution to the happy, long and healthy life.
डॉक्टर कदम जी वेरियस पैथीज में मानते हैं, चाहे वो एलोपैथी होवे, होम्योपैथी होवे, नेचुरोपैथी होवे, हर एक पैथी को साथ में लेके चलता है, कोई भी चीज़ को क्रिटिसाइज नहीं है। उसका जीवन में एक संकल्प है कि हर एक पेशेंट को अच्छे के अच्छी तरह से ट्रीटमेंट देवे और सुविधा देके आगे बढ़े।
उन्होंने मेरी 2 सज्जन से मुलाकात करवाई, दोनों असाध्य रोग से पीड़ित थे। एक को एप्लास्टिमोनिया था, डॉक्टरों ने हाथ ऊपर कर दिए थे, और दूसरे को 97% ब्लॉकेज था और हार्ट ट्रांसप्लांट करना था, लेकिन वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता था, और डॉक्टर ने दोनों को सक्सेसफुली ट्रीट किया।
The main concept of our company is to provide relief to lifestyle diseases and to help people suffering from diseases.
At Sankalpa, we go beyond books and have our therapies and methodologies that we have developed from our own experiments and experiences.
Ayurveda always promotes and follows Pathya concept. The research work done at Sankalpa is based on what exactly should be ahara, that is Pathya, in different disorders.
The human body is complex. No single school of medicine can claim to understand it completely. Hence the need for an integrated approach. I thought that Sankalpa should work on one such a pathy, one such a methodology, with the help of which we can produce this integrated model to entire world. At Sankalpa, we hope to get to the root cause of the disease through changes in the food, through working on the patient's emotional stresses and physical ailments in an environment that is positive and encouraging. Our body consists of millions of cells that can replicate independently to fight diseases and stabilize functioning of organs. But when toxins accumulate in our body, these life cells get affected, thereby disrupting internal metabolism and leading to health issues. Now the question arises, how to increase the lifespan of these life cells? Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, once said, "Thy food is thy medicine." And it's true. With the science of Ayurveda, Sankalpa believes in incorporating the knowledge and creating an integrated therapeutic approach for treating all medical conditions with the use of a specifically tailored diet, micronutrients and food supplements monitored by our highly qualified doctors and diet consultants. In the days to come, Sankalpa aims to provide supplementation of proper nutraceuticals with nanotechnology to make it as effective as unicellular food.
The foundation of Sankalpa is to support every different pathy, creating an integrated approach of complementary systems that support and enrich each other in helping the patient achieve long-term relief. A pioneering concept in integrated medical system evolved by Dr. P N Kadam, an allopath who is doing indigenous research activity in psychosomatic and lifestyle disorders. Detoxification and building immunity is the key of our root cause elimination.
Last but not the least, we would like to urge our audience to keep an open mind and freely take everything that is good, fine and rational from every pathy. The change in approach and attitude will broaden the horizons of our thought, understanding and knowledge about the human body. Start a crosstalk between different pathies to form a truly futuristic model for the health of a new era. Sure enough, while everyone has the full right to follow different philosophies, a fundamental truth will always remain. Nature is the biggest healer and we have to connect ourselves to nature in ahara, our diet, vihara, in our rest, and recreations, and vichara, our thought process.
A new model working with a true integration must be thought of. Sankalpapathy may come out to form the bridge. as a new complementary system, say Family Doctor version 2.0, as a foundation of health for new era. Healthy body in a healthy mind. Make a sankalpa to keep your appointment with life.
Good evening. As most of you must have understood the concept of Sankalpa in this short film, though this work is a long-standing work, consistently being done in last 22 years. This is actually 32nd year of my medical practice. So when I passed out my MBBS 32 years back, and then when I did some post-graduations in post-graduation house posts in surgery and gynecology, I was working with my own small setup, conducted over 3,500 maternity cases or deliveries, operated more than 2,000 patients with the help of my friends and colleagues. And when I understood that something is missing in this modern medicine, that was long back in 1995-96, and I decided to form this pioneer concept of integrating the different models, a model in which, without opposing any particular pathy, without criticizing any particular pathy, including modern medicine or allopathy, what we call, because every pathy has its own limitation, every pathy has its own advantages, and in case of few emergencies, we have to take help of allopathy or modern medicine. I'm an allopath, and I believe that some part of this modern medicine has actually saved thousands and thousands and millions of lives. Although the overuse and probably the topic on which we are discussing today since morning, and we have heard number of speakers with their studies, everybody of us feels that we should come out of this modern medicine, come out of this allopathy as early as possible. Even I feel so, but then you will have to change. And all the doctors who are present over here, rather everybody who is sitting in front of me is doctor for me. That is because we are our own doctors. Our body is so sensitive that we understand what is happening with us, what is happening with our mind, what is happening with our body, what is happening with our emotions. And all those who are treating us, they are medical practitioners, but we are doctors. Why I can say so? For two reasons. That since last almost 31 years, I have not consumed a single allopathic medicine, no antibiotic, no painkiller, no anti-allergic and so on. What is great into that? That is because when I understood that your body speaks to you, and then the three sutras, that is ahara, vihara and vichara, what you eat, as it was mentioned over there, thy food is thy medicine. What you eat, what is your pattern of resting, how much stress you are going through, and the way you are resting, and at the same time, your vichara, that is your thought process. Because I believe that every emotion we are passing through is responsible for creating some or the other reaction in the body. And that's why our punchline or the first line, right from 1997 we are using, that is, if you want to heal your body, you must first heal your mind. Now, even World Health Organization has accepted that number of diseases and disorders, they are lifestyle disorders, they are non-communicable disorders, these are the disorders because of your stress diabetes we talk, stress hypertension we talk about. At the same time, all these diseases and disorders, which includes diabetes, hypertension, asthma, arthritis, gastroduodenal ulcer, and cancer, everything, the root cause connection is with mind. And that's why I firmly believe that if you want to heal your body, you must first heal your mind. Unless and until you control your stress, unless and until you understand the stress factors in your life, the adrenocortical system will not restore, and the hypertension if you are treating it with some tablets here and there. If diabetes you are treating with some hypoglycemic agents here and there, then the doses will go on increasing. Later on it will get converted into insulin, and lot of complications, as we know that each and every medicine has some or the other kind of side effect. So after say 10 years or 15 years or 20 years, when the same system which had approved the medicine comes to you and says that this is dangerous. Say for example, recently we have heard about ranitidine, the commonly used medicine for as an antacid. Few years back, we heard about statin, but still it is being used. We heard about the another molecule that was nimesulide. Still it is being used as a painkiller. Now, I'm not here and I'm not standing here to criticize the system. I think since morning we are hearing a lot of criticism, and the topic which sincerely we should follow to change our life has become so serious that since morning I have not seen a single laughter in this auditorium. So that is something which actually I was feeling that is it that so serious subject that because of which everybody is sitting ki ab kya hoga mera, what will happen to me, and all that approach. My friends, it's very simple. It's very simple to follow a normal life, provided probably just the last speaker, she was telling rightly the holistic approach and the naturopathy, because disease is unnatural, health is natural. Health is natural and disease is unnatural. We are working on a model where we say that live healthy and die healthy. Live healthy and die healthy. What is this model all about? That whatever you can do for your health, because health is the premium prime and you have to focus your health first, because if you feel that life is precious, then health is something which you should focus about and it can take care of you. But then what is happening today? Today we are going through a phase in which the entire system is working for symptoms, symptomatic treatment. So except for the ancient or what we called as at Eastern methodologies, Western methodologies, they are focusing exclusively on relieving the symptoms, symptomatic treatment what we call. So if some headache is there, then some painkiller to control the headache. If backache is there, some painkiller to control the backache, and so on. But then, today the situation is that if a patient of headache comes to any doctor for that matter, the doctor suggests immediately some sort of X-ray or some sort of, not only X-ray, CT scan, MRI and so on. I don't do that. I try to analyze whether this headache is because of wife or husband or boss or the work stress and all that. And once you will go to the root cause, the headache will subside, because the science says that 99.9% of the cause of the headache is only psychosomatic, it is only spasmodic headache and nothing else. Only in 0.1% you will get something like space occupying lesion or some other pathology. So the need is to come out of this particular model, which we call it as disease care model. If something is happening in some report with liver, go to some other doctor's super specialist who is controlling or taking care of liver. If something is with your acid peptic disorder, go to some gastroenterologist. We have to come out of this, because we should understand that the simple part of acidity, on which since morning lot of talk already has happened and I would not like to repeat it, that simple acidity, the acidity is the root cause. The root cause of this acidity is nothing else but your anger management and wrong food. So from one side again the food, and from another side anger management. So anger, which is again called as Krodha, which creates the Agni, and this Krodhagni, if you are unable to express your anger, this Krodhagni, which creates, according to Ayurveda, it creates the Pitta, and this Pitta or acidity, hyperacidity, will start creating will take you up to gastroduodenal ulcers. Thousands and thousands of patients I have examined, And this is the output of all our efforts in which we tried to find out the root cause in this psychosomatic disorder. For example, if someone is complaining of low backache, and if there is no direct trauma, and if there is no wear and tear phenomenon, the person has gone through because of the driving or motorcycle driving and all that, in majority of the cases, this low backache is connected to some or the other kind of incident, which is the shocking incident in his or her life. That is, we say, sometimes in Hindi we say, मेरी तो कमर ही टूट गई, ऐसा ऐसा मेरे घर में हुआ, मेरी कमर टूट गई. What is that? That is L3, L4, L5, the paraspinal muscles, which are directly connected, and we are studying onto this very keenly now, that which are directly connected to this particular emotion where some certain shock. So when I go through the history of the patient, and when I go, we call this as some epigenetic history taking, and which is very important in our system, that go to the deep root, try to find out the deep root cause and the history, which is very important. At the same time, cervical spondylitis. Cervical spondylitis, for many, those who are wearing the belts and all that, and if someone is there in your family, you can check. These are the people who are working with a lot of ego in their system. Ego, right? So that we call it as, in Marathi actually it is called as man, right? And if you know in Hindi, another word is samman. So, man, apman, samman, connected with neck. So if anything is connected with this samman, that is self-respect and all that and ego, then definitely the person is bound to find out some or the other problem later on in his life with the cervical spine. And that's why we started out working on these particular patients, going to the root cause, taking them to a very specific course of 2 days to understand what these emotions and mind is all about the self-discovery. Because let me tell you, my friends, from one side this is very simple, from another side we can make it as complicated as possible. Since morning we have gone through all the different activities which are going on from here and there, right from the pollution, air pollution, water pollution, pesticides, chemicals, non-organic, and so many discussions already. So I would not like to repeat that. As we know that health is natural and disease is unnatural, 6 elements we have to follow specifically. Even this discussion has already occurred, but then at the cost of repetition, I would like to explain it in this way, that food, water, oxygen, sunlight, detoxification of your body from time to time, which is not the concept in allopathy. In allopathy, in modern medicine, the concept of detoxification is not there. Unfortunately, we cannot remove as such the free radicals or toxins from our body, but we can remove the organs immediately, whichever organ which you don't want. If kidney is troubling too much, we can remove it. If gallbladder is troubling, gallbladder we can remove it. If uterus, most of the females, they lose their uterus even at the early age, because if it is troubling too much, we can remove the organ, but we cannot remove the toxins out of it. That's why actually, long back, around 22 years back, I started studying Ayurveda, and I found that there is a way called as Panchakarma. So in the Panchakarma, because of the Panchakarma, we can detoxify our body. Because of the modification of the lifestyle, we can detoxify our body. But then again, some limitation was there. What limitation? That Panchakarma can be performed on the person who is actually able to move from here and there, not on the bedridden patients. So when I understood that any disease process doesn't come overnight, except accidents and some sort of infections, disease comes, any disease process, all these NCDs, we can say that they are coming exclusively by step and not overnight. They are first primary or psychological, then they become secondary or psychosomatic, body and mind coming together. So to revert, you have to understand your mind, you have to understand and play with your emotions and get back to the track. They're psychosomatic. Then tertiary, that is somatic. The effect has occurred on it has affected your body. That is something in reports you can find out. That's some SGOT-PT level or liver functions and all that. And at the same time, then it is the ultimate and organic. Yeah, just 2 minutes. So, in short, as from one side, we know that the detoxification is necessary. The sixth very important point is we must maintain the pH of our body. And that is nowadays you must be listening about the alkaline and alkaline water and all that. The pH must stay between 7.3 to 7.4, and to achieve this particular pH, we must have to go back to our roots where we were taking a lot of chlorophyll in our life. In one of the presentation of Daryl, he had mentioned this, that spirulina or this chlorophyll and all these elements, they play a very vital and very important role in our life. And that is something on which we worked fantastically in last 11 years. And because of which, in short, before closing my speech, I would like to give you 2 or 3 examples where the entire allopathic system, modern system, on biggest of the hospitals had said that nothing can be done. We could help because of the medical nutrition therapy. So the point of medical nutrition therapy is, that is Aushadhi Ahar in Sanskrit, or in Ayurveda it is called as Aushadhi Ahar. So we know about the haldi, that is turmeric, but the extract of the turmeric is curcumin. Now, getting the haldi or the turmeric in your food, or getting the turmeric powder with milk for pharyngitis is a very common practice we are doing since long. But then understanding that it is because of the curcumin part into it, which is only 3%, maximum 3%, that is out of 100 gram, only 3 grams we get in the form of curcumin. But then this curcumin is one of the best antibacterial, antioxidant, as well as it can play the role as an anti-cancer. So this is medical nutrition. Chlorophyll. The whole universe is green because of the green, leaves are green because of the chlorophyll in it. And the role of chlorophyll, as we know, it produces, with the help of photosynthesis, it produces the food of the, on this planet or this tree. Then, this is the part which we should understand, that green leafy vegetables, they should occupy at least 70 to 80% in your plate. And if it is not possible, then you have to go for some superfood, then you have to go for some food supplement, which is extract of chlorophyll. That is what it was mentioned as wheatgrass therapy. But then beyond the wheatgrass therapy, we came out with some solution with alfalfa plant extract in the form of chlorophyll, chlorolife. Here, my honest request is that you can take care of your health daily by changing the simple habit of having these particular, see, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, everything is required, but at the same time, the essential nutrients and understanding the essential non-nutrients in our life is very important today. So essential nutrients we all know, but essential non-nutrients we know very little about it. We should create awareness for this, and on this, we are doing some work here, there in Maharashtra and as well as throughout India and abroad, treating dengue with the help of naturopathy or with the help of nature is most easier, because as an allopath, let me tell you, there is no solution except providing the RDPs or replacing the blood in modern medicine. But we can treat it fantastically with Ayurveda and this MNT. That 30,000 to 60,000 platelets can go up per day. That is possible, which we have proved. More than 4,500 cases of dengue I have treated without a single transfusion. At the same time, diseases and disorders like aplastic anemia, where refilling the blood every weekly becomes the habit, we can treat this very effectively with the help of medical nutrition. So one part is preventive, which all of us who are sitting comfortably since morning 9 a.m. over here can do for themselves or for their family members. And another part is palliative, for those who need some sort of treatment, but as far as possible, go with nature, connect yourself with nature, and nature is the greatest remedy. That's what I would like to mention on this particular stage. I thank the organizers as well as especially Daryl who is doing some great job and with responsibility here in Goa. I wish him all the best. All his presentations were very nice. I appreciate Daryl on this plate. I would like to give a big applause for Daryl from all of you who are present over here. And at the same time, I take this opportunity and I wish the entire seminar or the summit which is going on for a great success. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kadam. I now request Daryl D'Souza and Dr. Rita to please come up on stage. Daryl, please present both our speakers with memento as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daryl.